The first milk you will produce is called colostrum. It can be clear or yellowish and thicker than the milk that will come later. Colostrum is a unique form of milk that's perfectly tailored to your newborn baby and is full of antibodies to protect them. It's normal to produce just a few drops of colostrum at first. To help establish a good milk supply, it's best to start expressing within 2 hours of giving birth and to express frequently. This is because your body works on the principle of demand and supply. The more milk you take, the more your breasts will make. And if you don't express often enough, your body will produce less milk.
In the first few days, you probably want to express somewhere around 8 to 10 times in 24 hours. What you want to do when you first start expressing is to try and get your milk production to be the best that it can be. So we usually recommend 8 to 10 times.
To establish your milk supply, it's recommended you express 8 to 10 times in 24 hours, including at least once during the night. Between 2 and 4 a.m., the levels of a hormone called prolactin that stimulates milk production are at their highest. So if you express at this time, it will help you produce more milk. Evidence has shown that early stimulation from a breast pump can also help to improve milk supply. If you wish, you can learn to use a breast pump straight away, alongside hand expressing.
Some women are quite happy to hand express, but if you're going to be expressing for quite a long time, sometimes women find using an electric pump can be quite effective.
It can be challenging to get started with expressing, especially if your baby is born very prematurely. But even if you've given birth at 24 or 25 weeks gestation, if you express early and often, it's possible to establish a good milk supply.
When babies are born very early, then the mum physically may not be, her breast may not be fully prepared to produce milk, because sometimes the changes that are taking place within the breast aren't completed. So when a mum has a baby very early, it may take her longer, it may be more challenging for her to get a good milk supply. However, with support and help, and I have to say with a certain amount of perseverance, she should be able to get there.
I'm feeding you my milk. First time. Okay.
Sinem gave birth 8 days ago to baby twins born at 27 weeks gestation. She wants to give her babies breast milk and, like many mothers, is persevering through the challenges of establishing her milk supply.
I wanted to supply my baby's milk. The pressure that I felt was that I wanted to get my milk to the babies as quickly as possible. But obviously they're not here to, actually physically go on your breast. So I had to immediately get thrown into expressing, which it has been incredibly challenging and really, really difficult. And it's taken me 8 days to probably get to a stage where, it's still consuming every part of our day. Our whole day revolves around when I have to go and express my milk. But it's been really, really difficult trying to come to just to master that art and get them the milk.